I ran a kid down and broke both his legs. Murderer, murderer. The police were quite good about it, actually. I got a letter off them a few weeks later saying he was okay, his legs were broken, but he's okay. I would help you if you were in trouble, and I wouldn't be the cause of that trouble unless you started it first. I don't really regret much, you know. I've done bad things have happened to me, life's like that. Yeah, I view tattooing as a bit like scratching away the surface and kind of revealing what's really under there. If somebody's getting tattooed quite a lot, it does give you an insight into what's going on inside them, I believe. I like grabbing hold of someone and marking them forever, and they'll remember me forever. And I like that. I think that's human contact. It's a big deal, marking skin permanently. I don't take it lightly. And at the same time, I think it's totally unserious as well. And it should be a bit of a laugh, and there should be some kind of element of humour in it. I know I get the balance right. I didn't have any tattoos from school. I didn't have any homemade tattoos. None of my friends had tattoos, and there were no tattoo parlours anywhere near us in South London. Went to Glastonbury one year. I think I was at 20, 21. I was trying to think about it the other day. My memory's very bad because of drug taking. It's one of the big problems about drug taking. It's one of the big disadvantages is you don't remember everything very well. But I remember going, and I think we just went totally unprepared. We just drove there in a car and broke in, and I saw this kid, and he must have been about 11 years old, and he had a tattoo on his arm, and it was just a little star like that. And I couldn't believe it. It was just a mind-blowing moment to see this child with a tattoo. I just thought, oh God, that's a child of rebellion. That child is like a symbol of rebellion, and I thought, I'm going to have a tattoo. I'm going to have that tattoo. The H originally stood for heroin, which I used to smoke, and wanted immortalised below my mouth for not necessarily the right reasons at the time. I wanted it to look like how I remembered old tattooing looked on old pictures of sailors or old pictures of criminals. And in my mind, all those tattoos were just black, but basically they were black and white photos of colour tattoos. So I decided that I wasn't going to have any colour. And if I think of an image, it's very graphic and it's monochrome. I like just the black ink in the skin, because it's not really black, and it's this funny bluish stuff, and it's Indian ink, which is basically carbon, which is what we're made of, and I find it fascinating that it can stain the skin the way it does, permanently. And I like the way it changes over time as well, the fact that it's kind of eating itself, that it's spreading slightly and blurring slightly. I've always looked forward to that. The tattoos looking kind of old and lived in, but I think they probably look like that now, actually. Some of the kids surprise me these days. They can be 20 and covered already. And they are just like kids, really. Joe. I mean, I'm his dad, and I'm to be kind of resented and mildly hated and ignored a bit. But I can tell that he's proud of what I do. I wasn't in touch with my parents whatsoever when I was that age. I was beginning to take drugs, and I wouldn't have told them anything, and I wouldn't have been interested in anything. So just his mild interest is great, I think. Yeah, and I'd like to be the first one to tattoo him. If someone's going to do it, it should be me. His old dad.